Hey everybody, welcome back to Real Talk with Scott and Julio, where we bring awesome people to our studio and talk about Colorado and cool things in life. Today we have a special guest, Elise Centanni.
Yes.
Elise she brings joy everywhere. She's one of the most positive people that I know and been around. And we just love doing business and life. And it's just really a pleasure to have you here. So thanks for being here with us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So you just were talking about your last name.
Yes.
So you got to tell everybody the story because it's super interesting.
So it's Centanni, depending on how you do the A. But in Italy, it's Centanni.
Centanni.
And that means 100 years of good luck. So when we're cheersing, it's always Centanni. And when I'm talking to my car, my Apple CarPlay will say, like if I'm saying, call Jason, calling Jason Centanni.
Oh, nice.
It's always Centanni.
Oh, wow.
So
Pronounces it for him, too. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. And in The Sopranos, I want to say it was episode 1, when they cheers, they say Centanni.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's awesome. That's your last name.
I know. That's why I married my husband.
Yeah.
The only reason.
Only reason.
That's so cool.
So Centanni, 100 years of good luck.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to start calling you Elise Centanni from this point forward.
I'll take it.
All right, Elise. So
Yes.
what do you do and where are you from?
I am originally from Ohio.
Okay.
I've been in Colorado for 25 years.
Longer than most?
Yeah. So I feel like, I've lived here longer than I've lived anywhere else. So
Yeah.
I'm not a native.
Lots changed,
but
too.
oh my gosh.
It's like
I know.
a completely different place, right?
I know. And what I do sales and marketing for a local mortgage company.
Yep.
And so I am always talking with real estate agents, as you guys know.
Yep.
And going out and trying to help them grow their business, just be a good liaison for our team and between our team and the agents. And it's what I do.
Yeah. Well, you're second to none. Honestly, you've had a huge impact on, I know, my business, Scott's business.
Yep.
Thank you.
And it's just a joy to be able to work with people with attitudes like yours. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Sometimes I know it's tough pushing through in our industry, right? But thanks for helping.
It's always a breeze.
Well, the thing though is like, I'm not sitting there doing the loans. Like I have, in my opinion, the best job on our team because I can tell you like, you're real estate agents. Mm-hmm. So you have however many clients that you're working with at one given time. And maybe it's 5, maybe it's 1, maybe it's none. I don't know. We work with so many different real estate agents. So we're constantly getting just bombarded with, especially on weekends and people wanting to write offers. And it's really, to look at it, I just think, oh my gosh, how do you guys do this? Long term, like how is this even sustainable? Because you can never turn the faucet off. Like most people, and not like the business doesn't ebb and flow because it does, but it's just constant. And you're at the beck and call of the client, of the real estate agent, and it's just never ending. So I look at our team and I'm just so in awe of them because the way that they work, and it's not like it's easy, right? Like guidelines and everything is like, I need this right now. And people are very hyper and it's stressful, right? They're spending the most amount of money that they're probably ever going to spend. We're having sometimes hard conversations about what they need to do and what they can really afford. Everything is life or death. I sent the team an email the other day and I said, did you guys watch the show, The Pit? And I don't know if you guys
I've never
watch
seen it before.
It's so good. You should watch it. But it's about the emergency room in Pittsburgh. And it is like so hectic and so chaotic. And when I watch it, sometimes I have to take breaks because it just stresses me out to watch it. I'm like, I need to
That's a good show.
It's so good. It really is so good. But I said to the team, I'm like, I feel like loans is similar to The Pit, where it's like everything is this life or death situation. A lot of times it's coming down to the wire. Sometimes we're praying for a miracle, you know, and it's like, and we're one of the top lending teams in the country, and we do it really, really well. We do our homework. We know exactly what we're getting ourselves into. Like we do it better than most. but it's still always, it's just the nature of what it is.
Yeah.
Just kind of like you're in this tornado all the time. And so I have so much respect for the people on our team because I think I'm going out and having lunch with people, right? And like, do you need help with your Christmas party? Because I can help you. Are you looking for a new assistant?
Doing
I can help you. Yeah, I'm doing but they are really like, they're awesome. Yeah. They really are awesome.
Yeah. Well, you're a huge help though in the way that you come in and lift everybody up during those surprises, during those, whatever it is that day. So
yeah. I'm the
so thank you for doing that. Yeah,
you are the personality. That's 100% true.
It's a good leeway to our next question is I mean, how do you get there? What excites you about life?
Oh gosh. Okay, so that's kind of a loaded question. What excites me about life? Well, this is so cheesy to say this, but I love watching life through the lens of my kids. I think that that's really fun because I have 2 little boys.
Yep.
They're 13 and 11. They do things that I never did when I was their age, ever. And it's really kind of cool to just watch life through them. And I've learned so many things. Like, I have never played soccer a day in my life. I've never played lacrosse a day in my life. I feel like I know all about that stuff now. That's really cool, just kind of going through things with them. And their world is totally different than the world that we grew up in.
That's for sure.
And I love meeting people. I love talking with people. I've just always kind of been a helper. Like, I feel like I have a lot of ideas and I love to share them with people. I love to help people execute on their plan. I love to watch people grow. I like to travel. I love going to new restaurants. That's probably my favorite thing to do is like a fancy dinner.
Yeah.
Or a really nice vacation, but more often than not, the fancy dinner.
Yeah. Any top spots lately? Or new spots?
Lately. I'm trying to think. I wasn't prepared for that. I don't know.
Well,
I'll think of something good of a top spot that's new.
Oh,
you know what? We went to Sushi by Scratch.
Oh.
It was so good.
Do you make your own sushi there? Or
no.
They make it for you?
No, the place is called Scratch, like Sushi by Scratch.
Gotcha.
And it's on Larimer, and it's kind of like hidden. And
fun.
You get a text the day of, and it tells you where to go. And you go in, and it's like a small room.
It's like a speakeasy sushi place?
Kind of, yes. Yeah, it's like, I'm like, what is like the big secret?
No
What's
menu,
going on?
I'm assuming?
No.
Yeah, right.
No menu.
No way.
So you go in and it's just kind of like really small, really intimate. And they say, okay. And they do, I think, 3 seatings a night, maybe 2, but I think 3. Anyway, it's you. The entire place is 10 people. So you kind of get to know these people. And they give you some appetizers. You have a cocktail. You hang out. You talk to the people. And then this guy goes and bangs on this door. And then the door opens, and then you're in this at a sushi bar, and you just sit around the sushi bar, and they tell you everything about what you're eating. They have a list on the wall of all the different types of fish, and the only thing that you get to pick is if you want like a cocktail pairing or anything to drink. It was really cool.
Wow.
That was awesome.
Quite the experience.
Yeah.
It's like a movie.
Full-on experience.
Yeah.
It reminded me of that weird movie. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know what it's called.
Is it called The Menu?
Is it where like people die on some island eating dinner? Yeah. It was really good.
You survived.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, oh, thank God. Good.
I'm always nervous about that because, I mean, they're world class, of course, but you don't know what you're going to get served,
Yeah.
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 The one thing I was like, I forget what it was. It's something I never had, but I was like, and you don't want to be rude, right?
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, I don't want to
Couldn't
eat
do
this.
it. Okay. Well, that makes me feel better if we ever go. Yeah.
It's like masago all over the top. You're like, I don't like masago.
What's masago?
The little salty fish eggs in the top of the sushi, which I think are pretty good. But yeah.
I can do that. I can't remember what it was that I was. Oh, jellyfish. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I was like, it was not good.
Am I going to get stung eating this thing?
I was like, I don't want to eat. I don't know. But
well, that's cool. No, thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
that's like a cool place.
Sushi by Scratch. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What are you doing for lunch today?
Yeah, I guess we have to text the number and get invited.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah, maybe use a spy knock or something.
Yeah.
So at least you mentioned Ohio. By the way, everybody that I've met from Ohio was awesome.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Like everybody, I haven't met one person from Ohio that I'm like, that person's a jackass. You know? So they're all great folks.
You know what? It's like the Midwest. I feel like there's something kind of unique about growing up there. Like you kind of figure things out for yourself. You know what I mean? The people are good and easy for the most part, and
normal.
Everyone's just trying to live life, you know?
Any similarities? I've never been, but one of my favorite bands is from there. And like you were saying, I feel like it's mostly good when I hear about it.
Yeah.
So similar to Colorado in any way?
No.
No.
No. Colorado, obviously it's always sunny. There's a lot to do.
Okay.
It's beautiful. There's and I shouldn't say that because Ohio does have so many really beautiful areas, but it's just totally different than here.
Yeah.
Like I grew up outside of Cleveland and it's kind of gray skies and Lake Erie's there. Yeah. And that is awesome. That is really beautiful. So if you can get it on a good sunny day, it's awesome.
Yeah.
But, it's humid, it's cloudy, it's Colorado to me is home, and I feel like I'm excited to raise my kids here. I think it's just, there's just more to do. There like opportunities to ski all the time and to be in the mountains and, all that kind of stuff that you wouldn't get in Ohio.
Yeah, so you're actually answering the second question already. But so what brought you from Ohio to Colorado?
Oh, my God.
Or did you come through directly from Ohio or just like a roundabout way? Okay,
so this is kind of a random story.
Excited. So yes. Fill us in.
Yeah.
So I was living in Ohio and I was like, in the middle of school, and I went to a psychic.
Like college or?
Yes, college.
Okay.
So I went to a psychic with my friend. And
good start.
I'm thinking I'm just whatever. And she tells me what she tells me, and I'm walking out, and she's like, oh, by the way, I know that you think that you're going to live in California, but you're not. You're going to live in Colorado.
Oh.
And I'm like, never been there. I don't know I don't even know where it is on the map.
At the time, too.
Okay,
yeah.
like that is one thing about me. Geography and history, not a chance. Not even close. So at that time, I literally didn't even know where it was. And I'm like, this lady's not a good psychic. Bye. So about 6 months later, I find myself moving to Colorado. So one of my best friends is from here originally, and she wanted to move back. And I was like, well, what am I going to do? Like, you can't go there without me. So I packed up my car. I called my parents. I was like, well, I'm going to move to Colorado. And they're like, you're in the middle of college. Like, what are you talking about? What are you going to do? I'm like, I don't know. I'm going to figure it out. And I packed up my car and I had $400. And my parents were like, you're crazy. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. It'll be fine. Like, I would never do something like that now.
Or let your kids do
ever. No. And so I did. So we drove out here and we lived with my friend's grandma in Littleton. We got jobs in restaurants and we just figured it out. And it was terrible in the beginning because there was no Google Maps. There was no, you know what I mean? So you move to this new place and everyone's like, oh, it's so easy. The mountains are always west. I'm like,
what does it mean?
I don't even know what that means.
For
like,
you,
what?
Yeah.
And I remember one time pulling over and just crying because I was lost. And I'm like, oh.
Like on the way here, or like while you're in the state?
While I was like living here for, let's say, a month.
Okay.
And I was just like, oh my God, I'm never going to figure this out. Like, where am I? What am I doing? And so a psychic and a friend.
When your friend was like, I'm moving to Colorado, did you go back to the psychic saying?
No, not initially. Like, I want to say it took me maybe a week or so where I was like, wait a minute, you know what? And I wish that I could remember the name of the psychic because I want to go back.
Was it just a seed of adventure that you got?
I don't even know like what to attribute it to because like you guys, I am not a risky person. I am not. Like, I hate change. I hate change more than anything. I'm not risky. I like, and also I was like 20 or 21. Yeah. But, so your mindset is a lot different. But the way that I am, like myself today, I look at myself 25 years ago and I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Way.
Like, no way. I would never. Like, if I had to move a block over, I would be freaking out about it, and to just do that so carefree. There's a part of me that is envious of my old self, to just kind of be like, okay, yeah, I have $400. I'm so loaded.
Well,
Let's
it shaped
move
everything,
to a new
right?
state.
It shaped everything.
But it really
Here
did.
we are.
That's the whole thing. It's like you grow up and people older than you say things like that to you, like, oh, but it shaped who you are today. And, and in the moment you're like, you don't understand.
Yeah.
And then like now looking back, I'm like, I'm so grateful for so many things because, they all get you to where you are and make you who you are. And sometimes you have to learn some tough lessons.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But, when you look back on 25 years, there's lots to be proud of, lots to not be proud of, lots of lessons, and you're just like, okay, but you know what? It's all good because I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of my life. I'm, and I think that I'm a good person and I know I have good intentions and so, we're all just doing our best.
My son, we were out for dinner last night, my 19-year-old, and he was asking me questions like, because we were talking about, all my kids at one point, I've probably talked about this before, like, oh my gosh, is my daughter, my son, my other son, are they going to make it out of high school, like alive? Like really? Like, my one of my sons, they just struggle with depression and that kind of thing. And like, man, but he was asking me about like, like my perception of him. And I was like, man, like you just learn, like as a 19-year-old, like you've gone through a lot and you've learned so much and it's made you who you are. And he asked me about like things that I went through that made me who I am. He's like, it's like, man, I just don't regret those things. Yeah. It's like, you're so, when you're in it, you're like, man, is this the right, is this the right move? To see. Yeah. But then the further you get away from it, it totally just, you appreciate. Yes. At least I think you can get to a point to appreciate all this crap, this move. Yeah. When you were 20, 21, $400 in your wallet. Like, it's maybe who I am. It's so true. Yes. And it's like, we had to figure it out. We had to, eventually I didn't get lost anymore. I knew where I was going. Thank God that Google Maps came. I mean, I'm so reliant on that.
I'm a real estate agent. I'm relying on that.
Well, and like, even for gauging traffic, like even if I know where I'm going.
That's a big deal.
But, but now too, I look at it and I'm like, having a job in sales requires obviously so much driving. And I feel like I know Denver like the back of my hand where I'm like, it is so now I'm in the position where I'm like, oh my gosh, Colorado's so easy. The mountains are always west, You moved
back to Ohio anytime soon? Full circle.
No. Well, I want to, part of that question too is what made you stay? Because it sounded like it was tough getting started.
It sucked.
But you didn't leave.
No, I didn't. Yeah. I kept telling myself, okay, give yourself 2 years. Okay. Like, you can't make this emotional decision. And you guys, the person who I was when I was 20 I was not that like wise to be giving myself this advice of don't make emotional decisions. That's all I did was make emotional decisions. But for whatever reason, I did have that. So that was good. So I just stuck with it. And I don't know. It's like my life just kind of grew a little. Like I started making really good friends and I felt settled and
got planted.
Yeah. And then, I used to go back to Ohio more often than I do now. But, I think between the ages of 20 and 30, everybody, like your son, like you grow so much in those. And it sounds so stupid because it's like so cliche, but you really do. Like, I just look back on some things and I'm like, oh my God. Like I just cannot even stomach it. But like good, because I don't think that I would be that way. So I just stayed because life was just kind of moving along and I was happy in it.
That's great. Well, I'm glad you stayed.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
Glad you're here. This has become one of my favorite questions just in terms of learning about how people like yourself, who I consider pretty high caliber, what's just one habit or practice that like keeps you grounded?
Okay. This is another thing that I cannot even believe that I'm saying is I do CrossFit most mornings.
Wow.
And I have had the same CrossFit coach for like 11 years, 10 years, 11 years, something like that. My youngest son was 6 months old and he's 11. So Yeah, about 11 years.
Talk about consistency.
That's a
Jeez.
feat. That's tough work.
I love it. Like I love, okay, so I shouldn't say I love it, but I love my routine. Like I go at 5 o'clock in the morning. I have all of my friends there. It's a good way to just kind of reset my day, turn my mind off, just do whatever. And it just brings me a lot of joy. It brings me, I feel very at peace and happy and proud of myself, like all of the things, you know?
Yeah, good way
and
to-
I think some people go to therapy, some people go to church, and I do go to church, but I don't go to church every day, right?
Yeah.
And so this is my thing that I do, and it just sets my day up on a really positive note. And I always think, okay, likely this is going to be the hardest part of my day, and I already got it over with. And it's just, that is my biggest habit, my biggest good habit.
We just said habit.
True. We've never clarified that.
Yeah, like I feel like that. And also, I mean, I have a lot of empathy for people, I think, more so now that I have kids than I ever did before.
man.
I
Yep.
feel like my
Yep.
kids really help keep me grounded, and sometimes, like, in so many different ways. But, you know, I just look at, everybody has struggles in their lives, right? Some people's are harder than others. And looking around, I feel like these kids have just made me really, really, really empathetic, because to your point, it's like these kids have a lot going on. And no one comes out unscathed, right? And no one in our generation came out unscathed either, but it's so different now. So, yeah, just kind of, I look at people, I think, a little bit differently and feel differently about things that I don't think I would if I wasn't in the shoes that I'm in.
Man, that's a great skill to have, feeling empathy for people.
Yeah.
Also great in sales too, you know. But yeah, no, I mean, the older I get, I feel like I cry more.
Oh my gosh.
I'm watching movies,
Yes.
commercials, I'm like,
Yes.
oh my gosh. I'm like, what's wrong with me?
We're a big house of criers.
Yeah.
One time, we were just dating, my husband and I, and it was a Saturday morning, and he is obsessed with college football. So
Yep.
it was football season.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
You go Dogs.
And you know how on ESPN, how they do like the behind the scenes story or whatever? I was doing something, and I came out into the living room, and he's just sitting there bawling. And I'm like, are you okay? What
Yes.
happened?
Right.
He's like, no, I'm fine, you know? And I feel like I'm like that, he's like that, or kids are like that. Like, don't
Yeah.
even think about going to a movie that's about a dog or anything.
yeah.
Like my kids are like, we can't do it, Mom. Like, we're out. We're not going.
The end of Jury Duty, Company Retreat. I was actually
Yes.
pretty emotional.
Yes,
Yeah.
me too. Me too. It was like, oh my gosh, it's so good. You have to watch it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It really is
I'll check
good.
it out.
Those are the best people, though. You know, I
Yes.
think personally
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
I've met and encountered and spent time with the empaths who feel. You know, yeah, it's hard to do sometimes, and you also wear a lot too.
Yeah.
In that space, right? I know we all do for our families, our clients, but I mean, yeah, it's rewarding, so rewarding. Love that.
Yeah.
So 2026,
Yep.
what's something you're looking forward to this year?
Okay, so let me rewind. In 2025, my word of the year was me,
Okay.
which I
That's
know
cool.
sounds very selfish, but I was like, I need to start prioritizing what I actually want to be doing and what is in the best interest of like my family and me, and not trying to please everybody else, because it is wearing. And I did a great job of that. And I feel like I've always had pretty good boundaries with things, but 2025 was that. This year, I feel like it's a lot about alignment and gratitude.
Okay.
Like those two things.
Yep.
So this year, I'm just looking forward to, I'm still kind of working on, I need to do the things that bring me joy, but I want to do the things that bring me joy with the people who I'm aligned
Yep.
with. You know, like I don't
Yep.
want to be, I want it to feel right, and I want it to support where I want to go and what I want to do, and I want to spend time with quality people. I want, like, from professionally, I always want to be the dumbest person in the room. Always.
Yeah.
Like, how are you ever going to learn and grow if,
Yeah.
you know? I really want to just get in the best alignment that I can, just in every aspect of my life. In gratitude, I want to make sure that I am giving back in a way, because I feel like a lot of people have helped guide me throughout my life, and I want to help other people in that way. And I want to do things with my kids to give back. Like, I want them. It's so weird, you guys. Like, you have these kids. I don't know how many times I've brought them up sitting here, but I feel like it's been a lot. But it really just changes your whole perspective of everything. You're like, I can't be an asshole anymore. Like, I have to get my life together and like act a certain way and do all these things because these kids are looking at me. And my kids now, like I told you, are 11 and 13. And I feel like it's kind of like this critical age where, you know, they're not in high school yet. One's in middle school. The other one will be in middle school next year. And like, stuff kind of starts getting a little messy at this age, and I don't want to make it worse. So I feel like, okay, we have to really dial it in. And their life is a really nice life, and I want them to be aware of that and know that and appreciate that and contribute and give back as best they can, you know? And it doesn't, even if it's just helping a friend or, you know, it doesn't need to be anything, you know, they don't need to cure cancer, but
it's contributing in like some
right.
way.
Like do something to give back and help and be aware, because it's so hard. But like, I remember one time my son said he broke his iPad, and he said, "You have to get me a new iPad today." And I said, "No, I do not have to do anything like that."
Fighting words, son.
Yeah. Like, you don't need an iPad.
Yeah.
And he said, "Yes, you're the parent, and it's your job to make sure I have an iPad."
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you don't need this is not water or air. Like, I'm responsible to clothe you and feed you and raise you, not provide you with an iPad so you can watch YouTube all day long. Like, that's not in the deal. But he was so convinced that every single kid has an iPad, and it's just assumed, it's just a given. Like, he just thought that it was no different than me making sure that he has a winter coat. And I was like, his mind was blown. I'm like, most kids, if you look at the United States, I would assume that most kids don't have an iPad. Like, not everyone lives in this little bubble, you know, but it bothered me so much because he was so convinced that this was just part of what you are guaranteed in life. And it really, really, really bothered me. And I was like, ugh, okay, you need to open up your eyes a little bit.
Yep.
So
yeah. Oh man.
Was that a moment? Do you feel like he did?
Well, no, I think that he would tell you that everybody has an iPad, but he had, I mean, and they're getting older, so I think that they're exposed to a little bit more now. He would probably tell you that he knows that he's lucky to have an iPad.
Yeah.
But he would probably also tell you, like, well, everybody has one.
Yeah, it just took me back to when I really wanted these shoes for basketball, my basketball team. And I didn't ask for a lot growing up, but I think it was just that moment for me when I was like, I was such a brat to my parents. So it reminded me of that.
Yeah.
And since then, that was the click for me of gratitude of like, oh, wait, I don't need all this.
Yeah.
I don't need these shoes, even though I really wanted them. But that was just, you know, the part of growing up and learning. But I can clearly remember that.
Yes.
And you just kind of helped me realize that.
I have a very similar aha moment of my life is, so my parents are divorced and my mom was a single mom. And like, I just grew up, I didn't have a lot, right? And I remember coming home and telling my mom, I want these jeans. They were jeans from the Gap. I could tell you exactly what they look like.
Same.
I wanted them so bad. And they were $40. And she said, like, are you crazy? I'm not buying you $40 jeans. And I was so mad. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. Are you kidding me? Like, I was in the 8th grade. And I'm like, this is insane. Like, I'm getting these $40 jeans. So I walked to the corner. There was a pizza shop that was opening up. And I was like, can I work here? I can walk here every single day.
Wow.
And they're like, well, how old are you? And however old I was. But I know I was not old enough because my mom had to sign a form saying that it was okay for me to work. And I worked. And I've always worked since then. And I got my $40 jeans.
There you go.
But I feel like that shaped me in such a way. I've always worked.
Yeah.
Like I love work. I can't imagine not working. And I mean, obviously there will be a day when I don't work, but that instilled just such a good work ethic in me. I've always had that. Always have had a good work ethic.
Yeah. We're talking a lot about hindsight today, which is cool. And it's really cool to be able to pinpoint those moments. That's something I'm drawing out of our conversation today.
Yeah.
And hearing your story there, my shoe story.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Yeah. When you can actually apply and like remember the moment that it switched or it turned or you know, life began to take shape.
Yeah.
So rewinding that. So 2026 is, would you say maybe part 2 to 2025 or is it like part 3,
I think it's part 2.
Because it was me 2025 and then it's like me with alignment and gratitude.
Yes.
I like the way that it's, because a lot of time it's just that word for the year. You do that and then
well, it kind of sticks
right?
with you because like it makes you think going into the year, okay, what's my word going to be? What do I want to focus on? Mm-hmm. And I think about it every single day. I have it written down. It's on my computer. And you know, it's like when you're moving fast, like we all are moving so fast, we're being pulled in a million different directions. But in order for me to be aligned, I need to remind myself, like when I'm making decisions, is this what I really want to be doing? Is it going to serve the purpose that I'm trying to serve, like in 2026? Yeah. Am I aligned with this? Yes or no? Okay.
Yeah. Well, Elise, we've come to our final segment of our show today, and once again, thanks so much for being here with Scott and I. It's just a joy to have you here. It's a highlight. We do this in the mornings. And it always just sets my day up well, and especially having just joyful people like you in here. So this part's fun.
Well, wait, can I ask you a question though? Do you ever have people in here that like are not joyful and fun?
No, but we've had some heavier conversations too.
Oh yeah,
and not that that isn't encouraging, because you know we usually come out on top. But yeah, there's been some heavier mornings, and so
okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I was thinking about it a different way.
Now
I kind of feel dumb.
It's never negative. There's
we're never like, oh, that was a dud. We're out.
We're not inviting her
back.
back.
Go home and crawl in bed now and just cry all day.
Should we air that one? Or?
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. Okay. Back on track, right? But this is one of our favorite parts. Just gonna throw a word at you, 3 words at you randomly. Okay. We haven't even thought about it. Feel free to elaborate. You could say one word. You could say a sentence. And you want to start?
Oh God,
you know,
I'm kind of nervous.
Yeah. I don't know why this popped in my head, but marshmallow fluff.
Marshmallow fluff. And you want to know what I think of?
Yeah. Whatever comes to your mind.
A s'more.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
Wait a second. You don't use marshmallows on this?
No, I do use a regular marshmallow.
Okay.
But when I just think about,
gotcha.
I mean the like container of the marshmallow fluff, I think it's gross. But my kids like it. They always want to buy it at the grocery store. I'm like, ugh.
Have you guys seen in this 2026 era? Of course, now we have the charcuterie s'mores. I've seen those.
What?
Wait,
it's like
a charcuterie s'mores?
Yeah, it's like your cracker. I think you put brie or whatever sort of cheese you want on your stick, and then whatever meat, right? Prosciutto.
Yeah.
You have to try one of those.
It's
sometime.
the adult s'more.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Well, that's
I
what
love
charcuterie is anyway, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just an adult Lunchable.
And when did everyone just start saying charcuterie boards?
Like it was like everyday
Like
language?
it was like this thing that has been around our whole entire life. Like when did it become you know what I mean? Like I don't really, like a decade ago? I don't know.
It's like bubbly water.
Yeah.
Like, I think used to think it was nasty when I was a kid. Now I do it all the time.
Yeah. But I'm like, isn't it just club soda?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, next word. Partner.
Jason.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Scott.
Oh, yeah, see?
Not gay or anything.
Not yet.
You're thinking of Scott, I'm thinking of my husband.
Love that. I mean, I was thinking of like our lovely friend Jess. I was thinking of that. I mean, the question was for you to answer.
Yes.
She
would probably be my second answer.
Yeah.
Because we are 2 peas in a pod. She's like, we're definitely the yin and yang for sure.
You guys, together are.
Yeah. We have a lot of fun.
Huge impact. Yeah. Huge impact.
We love
Thank
Jess
you guys.
Puff.
We do.
She's awesome. Yeah.
She is. No one better.
She's special.
Okay. This is more maybe like 2 words.
Okay.
Electric vehicles.
I'm over it. I am. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm over
Real
it.
talk.
I'm
talk.
okay, but the reason I'm so over it is my husband has a Rivian, and literally it's all that he talks about. He is so obsessed with this car, I cannot tell you. And it's like...
Do those sound cool too? Like the spaceship? Like, you know, like what is that?
Probably.
Is that a car?
I feel like I just have all this resentment because I'm like, I don't care about your car.
Does he have is it the truck or the SUV?
The SUV.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he's always cleaning it and you like the Riv? I'm like, no. Why are you asking me this? Like, I don't care.
The French Riviera? Yeah, take me there.
Yeah.
Its name is Sharon. It's
it's gonna.
Okay.
yeah.
I've actually named my cars as well. I'll admit it. Usually by the color. So right now I have a charcoal. So her name is Charlotte.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's weird, huh? But the Riv.
Riv.
What was its name?
Sharon.
Sharon.
I think it's a Fish song.
I'll have to see it. What color?
No.
White.
Oh, a white one. Nice. I haven't seen those. Well, what a fun conversation today.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being
Thanks,
here.
Elise.
Thanks for having me. This
Yeah.
is really
Having
fun.
you. Yeah. Maybe, we'd love to have you back for a recap, you know.
Anytime.
See how the year went.
Yeah.
We've had a great time doing this so far. Just got started in January, and so a lot of great guests, a lot of good conversations. I've learned a lot.
Me
I would say
too.
we have, for sure. And so thank you guys so much for tuning into Real Talk with Scott and Julio. Thank you, Elise, for being here.
Thank you.
We would love if you would give us a like, subscribe, and we'll see you next week.